This case study involved two concrete water storage tanks located in Wilson, Oklahoma. The condition of the tanks was very poor. One tank was shut down, leaking, with exposed rebar and cracks. The products used to rehabilitate the tanks was Raven 171 FS and AquataFlex 510. In a town of 1,700 residents, Wilson, Oklahoma's potable water is supplied from wells and stored in four 80,000-gallon concrete storage tanks that were built in the 1930s. Two of the four 80,000-gallon water concrete storage tanks were in extremely poor condition, with cracks and leaks resulting in deterioration of the concrete, exposing the rebar. One of these tanks was taken out of commission due to excessive leaking, which required the town to spend $4,000 per month to purchase water from a neighboring town in order to meet their demand. The town council needed to make a quick decision on whether to replace these clear well tanks, which would cost over $1 million. An alternative would be to determine if the leaky tanks could be quickly rehabbed so they could continue supplying safe, clean drinking water for their town. WT Energy was hired as the contractor for the project. The contractor and coating manufacturer evaluated the challenge and recommended rehabilitating these clear well tanks with an NSF ANSI 61 approved 100% solids elastomeric polyurethane lining specification designed specifically for the needs of these two tanks. The inside walls were covered with a thick layer of calcite, calcium carbonate, that had built up over 80 years of hard well water. The calcite had to be removed along with all deteriorated concrete before the lining system installation. Another challenge was the extreme cold winter weather during the project's start, with temperatures fluctuating between 20 and 50 degrees Fahrenheit. The chosen lining system needed the ability to be both applied and cured during these cold temperature ranges. The applicator prepared the surface by abrasive blasting to remove calcite buildup and deteriorated concrete. The walls were then repaired using a cementitious mortar to build back the extensive deterioration and restore structural integrity. Due to the extreme weather conditions during the project, a low-temperature 100% solids blush-resistant penetrating epoxy primer was used to reduce outgassing. The final step was to apply the elastomeric polyurethane lining at 80 to 100 ml DFT applied by heated pleural component airless equipment. As a quality control check to assure a monolithic lining, WT Energy checked the entire coated surface by high-voltage spark testing per ASTM D4787 and made any necessary repairs on all holidays located. The project was completed on time and within budget. According to Buddy Way, president of WT Energy, quote, "The town of Wilson needed to find a way to repair the water tanks or build new ones. We were able to provide a high-quality, cost-effective engineered solution to provide a long-term fix of the existing tanks for the city. It was a big success for everyone involved." The cost of replacing the underground water storage tanks would have been an estimated $1.4 million. Quote, "Thanks to WT Energy and the chosen lining system, the City of Wilson was able to repair the tanks for $140,000, which was a $1.26 million savings for the city," said Town of Wilson Mayor Frank Schaaf. On top of this capital savings, the town will be able to realize an additional $480,000 savings over the next 10 years by not having to purchase as much water from a neighboring town to meet the town of Wilson's potable water demand. The cost to replace with new tanks was estimated at $1.4 million plus major demolition and site work. The cost to rehabilitate was $140,000, which included complete interior reline. The net savings was $1.26 million. Additional savings and benefits included $480,000 savings for not having to buy water for 10 years, placed one tank back in service to increase capacity, improved drinking water quality, and Mayor Frank Schaaf saved his taxpayers a lot of money.